What's up, fight fans? Osborne and McCarty are back for another UFC video. As you can tell by our surroundings, we're not in the studio, as we like to call it. We're mixing things up a little bit, just to have fun and keep a good variety for you guys. But we are here to talk about the fight night coming up between Brandon Vera and John Jones. First fight we want to talk about, this may or may not air, is Shannon Gugerty taking on Guida. Not that it's a really super interesting matchup, but I just want to throw this to you guys. Is the UFC throwing Guida a bone here?
Seems like it, yeah.
Gugerty, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from him. I'm sure he's a good fighter, but it seems like Clay took a really giant step down in competition just for the sake of getting another win.
Yeah.
He just fought arguably the third and second ranked light heavyweights, in UFC, and now he's going Gugerty, who's not even on the bubble. So.
Yeah.
Is Clay going to have a problem with this one?
I really don't think so. Not at all. I think he's going to take him down like he always does. He'll probably finish this fight, though. I'd say, like, first round TKO.
First round, I like it. I'm going to go third round TKO. Jared, what do you think?
I guess I'll go decision, since you guys think it's going to be stopped. Guida, he likes to go for the decisions for some reason.
I don't know if he likes to go for them.
He just does.
Well,
he
seems
does.
like it.
All right, so there's a trio for Guida. Next fight, we got a guaranteed knockout in this fight. Alessio Sakara taking on James Irvin. Maybe I'll backtrack on that. We had Kimbo taking on Houston Alexander. Couldn't get a knockout on that one.
Yeah, that's
It's more like a pass out at the end. They were on their freaking knees. So hopefully we'll see a knockout in this fight. Is it going to happen, Matt?
I really think it's going to. These guys love to bang. They both hit pretty hard. I'm going to give the edge to James, though. I think he hits hard. He may not be as technical, even though I think he is. I think the power is going to decide the fight, so I'm giving it to James. Second round knockout.
He is the Sandman, so hey. Jared, what do you think?
Well, I think Sakara, he's got the advantage with the hands, but the thing is, Irvin, I think he has more ways out. He's got his knees, and you never know, he might throw a Superman punch in there sometimes. So I'm gonna take Irvin. I'll go second round knockout.
All right, I'm gonna disagree with you guys. Here's why. Irvin has been in 3 planned UFC fights, got injured in all 3 of them, could not fight. He's been at action a lot, and not that Sakara has been just fighting every 3 months or anything like that, but I don't know, I think it's his time to shine. He's got a boxing background, he's got some powerful hands, so I'm looking for him to connect. KO third round. Moving right along, Cheick Kongo taking on Buentello. Matt, who's going to win and why?
I'm going to give this one to Cheick. I just think he's the better fighter all around. Paul may have a better takedown, a little bit of a ground and pound, but I really don't think it's going to go there. I mean, Paul is the headhunter. They're going to stand here, bang. I think Cheick hits harder. He may not be as good of a traditional boxer, but I think he's just better. So I'm going to give it to Kongo. Decision.
Decision, Jared. What do you think?
Well, I think Cheick Kongo has a rougher time with the traditional boxers. Frank Mir was going for more of traditional boxing against him in their match. So I think Buentello, he's gonna use his jab to keep the distance, and I think he's actually gonna take this one decision.
Nice, a little disagreement between brothers here.
Hey.
All right, I got to make the majority here. I'm gonna go with Jared on this one. I agree with you 100%. I don't know. Kongo, he seems to have some peaks of brilliance, and then he goes on a little bit of a slide. I think the slide is going to continue. I think Mir really got into his head, worked him with the hands, didn't take too long. I think Buentello's got the better hands in this matchup, so I'm going to go Buentello, TKO, third round. Alright guys, we got Junior Dos Santos taking on Gabriel Gonzaga. Now guys, do you remember when Gabriel Gonzaga used to be the Sagano of his day?
Yes, I do.
And remember the Crow Cop head kick? Man, that was amazing. What happened to Gabe, man? It seems like he's been pretty hot and cold, and maybe that heavyweight title fight with Couture just messed with his head. He seems to have moments where he looks really good, and other times where he just doesn't look that good. And the moments that he has looked good have been against kind of subpar competition. So what's he going to do with a guy like Junior Dos Santos?
I think Gabe is really where he kind of belongs now. He's kind of a gatekeeper. He's not the top. He's not the bottom. He rides right in the middle. But I think this is Junior's time. I think he's going to end this fight big. I'm going to say first round knockout.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not surprised. That sounds perfect. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that. I owe this one to Sagano Jr., because I didn't pick him in the last fight. I said that Krokov was going to somehow, show some flashes of brilliance from the old days and knock him out with a head kick. Didn't happen, so Junior, I owe you this one, so I'm going to take you a KO first round, just like Matt said. Jared, you want to hop on the bandwagon?
Absolutely. Dos Santos, he's been just tearing people apart, and I don't think it's going to change in this fight. I think he might end it with an uppercut in this fight. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give him 2 rounds. I'm going to say second round knockout.
Now to the fight of the night that we really want to talk about. You got Brandon the Truth Vera taking on John Bones Jones. Heck, in my book, they're both winners because they have freaking awesome nicknames. But these guys are going to go at it, man. And I got to be honest, this was a really, really tough call for me because both these guys are really good fighters. And I'm actually surprised if you look at the MMA betting lines on this particular fight. They're giving a huge advantage to Jones. And not that Jones isn't a great fighter, but I think this is going to be close. Brandon has got some amazing wins under his belt, and to count him out or say that he's an underdog is not cool in my book. So it's going to be a great fight. Looking forward to it. But as I do from time to time, I'm going to throw it over to these boys, kind of get their, just on the situation, find out what they're thinking, and then I'll make my decision at the end. As you know from other videos, Jared is a huge Brandon Vera nut hugger, so listen to your bias crap. Throw it over to Matt. Hopefully he'll balance it out for a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So, Jared, take it away. What's going to happen?
Well, I want to start off by saying I actually really like John Jones. I think he's pretty amazing in all the fights that he's been in. But, Brandon Vera, a really good striker, really technical. I think he's going to have the technical aspect on his feet. I think Jones definitely has more unorthodox strikes, but technique, I say, goes to Vera. But wrestling, definitely John Jones. Vera's a good wrestler. I think his takedown defense is pretty good. But hopefully he won't have to worry about it. Hopefully it'll stay on his feet and we can see some fireworks. But I'm hoping that John Jones brings out the best in Brandon Vera in this fight. And I really think he will. I think it'll be a really exciting fight. And I'm going to have to go with my boy Brandon Vera on this one. But I don't think he's going to be able to stop John Jones. John Jones is a beast, and I think it'll be a decision if Brandon Vera wins.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. I know you definitely are hugging his nuts here and going with the guy that you like. Maybe a little biased, but, loyalty, I like it. So, Matt, what do you think?
Really great fight, first off. John Jones, unorthodox striking. Brandon Vera, more technical, like you said. You pretty much said everything. I think that if John Jones stands up with Brandon Vera, he's just going to look kind of bad. And I think he will keep standing up because I don't think Vera's just going to punish him with one quick shot, end the fight, sting him, get him to go in for a takedown. I think he's just, pitter-patter like he kind of does. He might catch him. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's going to make Jones look a little bit bad with some of those wild strikes that he throws out there. Ground game, I don't think it's going to go to ground. I really don't. I think they're both going to strike. I think John Jones in an interview actually said he's going to stand there and bang with Brandon Vera, which I think is a huge, huge mistake. That's Brandon's zone. You know what I mean? That's where he has the advantage. So because of that, and because I think Brandon's really got a fire lit under him, I think Brandon's going to take this one away. I'm going to give him a TKO. He's going to catch him with something, third round, finish it off on the ground, man.
So Brandon has a fire under him, huh? Come on, man. How many times have we heard that before? No disrespect to Brandon Vera, but these fighters, man, they have to keep themselves mentally in the game. So I think they say crap like that just to convince themselves. I think, to me, the outcome of this fight really depends on Brandon Vera because it really depends which one shows up. And I think Brandon Vera, maybe this is true, maybe it's not. This is my little way of thinking here, but I think he kind of convinces himself that he can beat guys, and then he goes out there and puts on a really good show. Like we were just watching, he fought Reese Andy, Michael Patty, destroyed those guys. But come on, let's be honest. No disrespect. These guys are bottom feeders. And he went out there and made them look like they're bottom feeders. When he goes and fights real tough competition, man, I don't know, it's almost like he's convinced himself that there's a chance he might lose, and he goes out there and kind of performs that way, kind of lackluster or whatever. This isn't the Brandon Vera of old that we were used to seeing. I haven't seen that Brandon Vera in a long time. Maybe we'll see it on this one. I don't know. Maybe Jones will be the guy that he needs to fight to really just get him fired up like you said. But to me, it's a big question mark. So that makes me favor Jones. Now, to Jones, I don't know, man. He's amazing. I like the guy. I really want to see what he can do. I would love to see him beat Vera, move on, get even better competition, and see how far he can take this. But the unorthodox striking is the thing that worries me just a little bit. He wants to put on that, fight that impresses the fans so much that he might get a little sloppy, and that's not something you want to do against a Muay Thai specialist like Vera. So, I'm still going to pick Jones because I want him to win. I'm going to be honest. But it's going to be a really close fight. Looking forward to it. So, Bones decision.
Earlier on in the week, I was playing some Xbox with a little guy named Gallagher. I'm going to give you a quick shout out. Keep rocking on, buddy.
Gallagher, he just got you on Xbox Live, huh?
Yeah.
It was your fan?
Yeah, I guess. He's my friend.
Cool. Well, Gallagher, thank you very much for watching our videos, man. We really appreciate it. The rest of you idiots out there, we love you too. Keep watching the videos. We appreciate it. Next video will be UFC 111, and we'll be back to our typical set with the green screen and fancy graphics and all that stuff. But want to get up something for you guys to watch for this fight night. So thank you guys for watching. As always, comment, comment, comment. This is hard for us to pick, but we want to hear what you guys have to say too. But that's it. I'm Josh Osborne.
Matt McCarty.
Jared McCarty.
And as always, we will catch you on the flip side.